Axis here, and here's our x-axis in the next one, and it's been shifted down 3 units. This point, which was at 4.8, is now at 4.5. So we just took 3 units away from all the y values. So if you think about that vertical transformation, we're only changing the y values. All right, and the next one, where it says 1/2 times f of x, the same thing is true. We're actually only changing the y coordinates of each point on this function. So the point 4.8 has now been transformed into 4.4 because the y values are now be multiplied by 1/2. X values aren't changing. It's still going all the way from -5 to +4 on the x in the domain. But now the y values have been cut in half. The next transformation, negative f of x, is actually still, yet again, only changing the y values of the function f of x. Now we're making all of them the opposite sign. In this case, all of the y values are positive, so in the transformation, negative f of x, all of them are negative. And so there's our point, transformed point for -8. And then finally, this last one is the only one that actually changes the x-coordinates of any of the points on our function there. And it's just shifting it. F of x minus 5 means to shift it 5 units to the right. So our function has the same y-coordinates. Here the y-coordinate is still 8, just like it was to begin with. But now it's been shifted to the right for 5 units. All right, next problem. Finding the inverse of these equations here. They are both linear equations. This one is in slope-intercept form. And thinking of the f of x as being like the y variable here, I'm just replacing x with y, just swapping the x and the y variables, and then solving for y. So that's pretty simple procedure here. This is what a lot of folks would get from doing that, but I would recommend changing it into slope-intercept form pretty much just as a matter of courtesy. All right, you want to be returning the function in kind of the same form that it was given to you. So given in slope-intercept form, you should return it in slope-intercept form, but now it's the inverse of that function. The same is true for this one here. This is called standard form. Maybe it's been a while since you've seen that. Standard form for the equation of a line. All I did, same thing though, switch x and y. So now it's 3y minus 6x, and I solve it for y. I get y equals 2x plus 4. That's slope-intercept form. And if you wanted to return it in standard form as it was given, you would just take this 2x over here and move it over to the left side, so you get negative 2x plus y equals 4. I would not be counting points off for these other ways. I just want to make the remark